What is up, everybody? This is Odious Lee, and I am back like your auntie's tramp stamp. Got another route today. It's a pretty good one. It's a pretty long one. So what I'm gonna do is just hurry up and get into it. I'm literally just gonna be quiet for most of the route because most of the route is like straight driving, and it's a couple of curveballs being thrown in. So let us still on assertive, and it's been pretty good on assertive. I don't see where the learning coming in at, but
500 feet, turn right
it's a lot of
Parkway.
there's a lot of things that it's still doing
Now turn
that it
right
shouldn't.
onto Central City Parkway.
Kind of like that. All right, so I'm gonna hit the accelerator because it was probably gonna sit there for a very long time. Got the regular streets here. I think most of this drive is freeway, and
In 500 feet,
that's the
turn
thing
right
about being
onto
over here is
Fort
that
Road.
it's like 8 freeways over here. So with it being like 8 freeways, the car always wants to route as a freeway route
Now turn right onto
and not
Fort
streets and
Road.
all that stuff. So alright, so that was cool. It immediately switched to the left lane and it actually sped up, kind of like how I would do. So I guess he made that like just in time. Alright, so there we have it again. The bitchosity in assertive, where the light was clearly green and for some odd reason it did not want to accelerate. So it did that little slowdown right there. I don't know why. It had no reason to. Nobody was in our lane. Nobody was even attempting to get in our lane. So I really don't know. Dang, that thing is loud. That damn Hummer is so loud. Damn. Now how it just made that lane change to this lane, once we get past this little barrier up here, we need to be getting into the right lane. Now, really, there's nobody behind us, so it really doesn't matter.
275 north ramp on the right toward Hinge.
But it's literally going to ride us out all the way until, like, we need to be in the right lane right now. We literally need to be in the right lane. Now, I'm doing this because nobody's behind us.
275 north ramp on the right.
Yeah. so that was, I don't know why it does that. I really don't. That's really, really stupid. That would be an instance where I would have to initiate a lane change just to be on the safe side. we don't really have any cars behind us, not in an unsafe manner. So, but it should have been getting over already. So I'm gonna ding that one too. Okay, that's cool. That was cool. Now that's an instance I was talking about before. This car didn't recognize it had its turn signal on. And I saw the car continue to accelerate. It did it very, very slowly, but it continued to accelerate. Now, it would be nice if the car would have saw that and slowed down. Instead of slowing down like for absolutely no reason at all, like it normally does. It would have been nice if the car slowed down to let that truck over. That truck basically had to wedge his way in. It had to kind of let himself over. So that was cool that, you know, the truck did that and it had enough distance for me to actually be safe. So even though that was a safe lane change, I wouldn't have done that on the side of a semi-truck. I really wouldn't have done that. I would have, and I don't know if, I'm pretty sure the car saw the semi-truck in that lane, but I would have passed the semi-truck first and then made the lane change. Let's see what the car does, but he's a whole nother lane over, so. All right, so the last time I was up here, with not full self-driving, there was nobody around. Nobody. But what I noticed was this car wanted to slow down at every single light. So all the lights that are on this road, you know, I got my speed limit set to 60. The speed limit is 55. And for some reason, it wanted to slow down to about 45, 50 every time I approached the light. So if I was doing 60, I would get to a light and it would slow down to about 50, 45, and then it would speed back up. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, that was, okay. So I don't know what that was. Yeah, but that damn near got us killed. I don't know why I did that. First of all, it did the lane change just so suddenly, and it didn't even put the turn signal on. So that right there, oh man, it didn't do that last time I was up here. It didn't do anything like that last time I was up here. So it is a lot of cars on the road, so. Now maybe it's stopping because of this truck up here. But yeah, it keeps doing that. I don't know why it keeps doing that at these lights. I really don't know why. Alright, so now I want to get back over with this semi truck right here. Yeah, that was wild. Maybe that's the assertive part. I really don't know, but that really wasn't assertive. That was more like dangerous. That was dangerous.
1 mile, enter the roundabout and take the second exit.
Yeah, so I'm gonna dink it. Let me see, I'm gonna dink it because there's no reason it should have slowed down like that. I know we have a car in front of us, but that car is a pretty nice distance ahead of us for it not to slow down to the point where I feel it in my stomach. Now we have not just one, but we have multiple roundabouts coming up, and we have a buttload of cars out. So I want to see how the car handles this with all these cars out, because it should do it just fine. But based on what just happened back there, I'm a little bit fearful. More abrupt stopping, more hardcore stopping.
Now enter the roundabout and take the second exit.
Alright, I'm gonna hit the accelerator. Now it normally does that at a roundabout. I don't know why. I'm gonna dink it for that. It normally does that little cross up for absolutely no reason at all, to scare you, to make you think, oh, I'm about to hit the curb.
The second exit.
And then it goes right back to, you know, going into the roundabout.
Now
So
enter the roundabout and take the second exit.
So I'm gonna let it do its thing. Okay, I'm gonna hit the accelerator. No traffic was coming from that way, so. Alright, I think the coast is clear. I think the coast is clear.
Now enter the roundabout and take the second exit.
So I don't know why it's putting on the turn signal. I'm gonna hit the accelerator because nobody's coming. Okay. Now I'm putting the turn signal on the. So now I see why I was putting the turn signal on right here. Okay. And then we're gonna see what happens up here. I don't know why we're in this lane. We can literally stay in the right lane and still make this.
Enter the roundabout and take the second exit. Now enter the roundabout and take the second exit.
Now this is the one that usually has heavy traffic. Alright, so after this truck, nope. Okay. Nah, I don't know what that was. Oh man, this thing is crazy. This thing is crazy. Oh man. I don't know what that was. Luckily there was no cars to the right of us and to the left of us. It was cars behind us. That truck was behind us. That SUV, I think that truck turned, but that SUV was behind us. But luckily nobody was on the side of us, because that would have been dangerous. That would have been very, very dangerous.
Now turn right onto Richardson Road.
So Sally, you need to step your roundabout game up because that. Alright.
In 500 feet, turn left onto Union.
So I'm gonna initiate the turn right here. Because it will literally wait until it gets all the way up there.
Onto Union Lake Road.
So I initiated that lane change. So that was nice. It actually stopped. Okay, that was cool. As soon as the coast is clear, I'm gonna hit the accelerator. Or maybe it'll do it. Oh, nope, never mind. I'm straight. I'm good. Now, I don't see a no turn on red out here, but just to be on the safe side. Gonna stay in this lane, ride this lane out until it merges. That was alright. I'll give it that.
Now turn right onto Kamui Lake Road.
Alright. Now that was actually pretty great. That was actually a nice turn. I was kind of really I was kind of really close to the curb, but that's kind of what you want. You know, you don't want to be on the curb, you just want to be close to the curb. I'm hitting the accelerator because this thing is acting like, you know, it's a car in front of it.
Feet, turn left onto South Williams Lake Road. Now turn left onto South Williams Lake Road.
Okay, so I don't know what that was for. Did some kind of booty bump on me. Now I'm gonna hit the accelerator because it again is not being assertive when it comes to turning at turns like that. So a little bit of slowdown right there. Why? I have no clue, but it did. It happened. That's another thing that they need to improve is when this thing accelerates, it always starts off very slow, and then it gets to a point where it's just thrusting. So if they can work on that and get it to where it does accelerate, more smoothly, then I think it'll be a lot better. But right now, it's just, it's just thrusting. So if they can work on that and get it to where it does accelerate, more smoothly, then I think it'll be a lot better. So if they can work on that and get it to where it does accelerate more smoothly, then I think it'll be a lot better. you know, normally, where it actually accelerates instead of, you know, being a little jerk, being a little pump, then yeah, that would be perfect. I'm not gonna ding it because it did what it was supposed to do. It just didn't do it fast enough to my liking. Alright, Sally. Wow. So I don't know if you guys saw that, but and I'll try to put it up in the repeaters, but Sally crossed the white dotted lines and kind of almost hit that car that's in front of us, so that SUV that's in front of us. So of course it slowed down because that was a curve. That's fine. I can accept that. But why did it just slow down right there? That's what I want to know. What was that slow down for? Good thing I haven't eaten yet, because it will probably be all over the steering wheel right now.
Now turn left onto Maestay Lake Road.
So it didn't get in the turn lane like the way it was supposed to. It literally kind of was in both lanes. It was in the go straight lane and the turn lane. It didn't get into the turn lane to turn. And that's another reason why when it comes to this car or Tesla's period, you need to get in that turn lane way sooner than what the lines say. Because it literally, from what I saw, it turned from the middle of both lanes. And that's not cool. You know, it could have been somebody behind us going full speed. I think the speed limit on that street was like 45 or something like that. And they could have rammed us. Because this thing is like being indecisive and like, oh man, what do I do?
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Mauser Oil Road.
I don't know if you guys saw it or felt it. Well, of course you didn't feel it, but I don't know if you guys saw it. A lot of stopping on this, you know, this windy road. A lot of stopping, a lot of jerking.
Now turn right onto Mauser Oil Road.
So it didn't touch the line on that one, so that was fine. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna ding it for that, because that van was all the way in its own lane, and for some reason it would accelerate, slow down, as if somebody was in front of us, or as if something was in front of us. And we're not out here to dance, you know. This isn't a dance competition. This isn't something where, you know, I'm trying to show my moves, my juke moves. Mustang Drive. Bet you there's a lot of slow cars over here.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto Dixie Highway.
Okay, now let's see what you do. Now that was perfect. That was perfect. Why doesn't it do that all the time? It saw, I don't know if it saw it, okay? But I'm assuming it saw the cars up here and it said, wow, that's too many cars for me to make a left, you know, to get into that lane at 300 feet or 200 feet or 100 feet. You know, let me get in this lane a lot earlier. That's what it should do at every single left turn lane like this. Every single one. Every single one. Now this thing must be having a seizure because it keeps putting the left turn signal on and turning it off. Why not just leave it on? As you guys can see, this is the opening. This is where the lane opens for you to get into the lane to turn left. And the car, you know, it changed itself. And it I guess it learned maybe. And it said, okay, let me get over earlier since I steal these cars. Hopefully it can do that every single time now. See, I don't know what that is. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know, maybe it's making beats. I'm not sure. So I'm gonna hit the accelerator. Oh, never mind.
Now turn left onto Dixie Highway.
Oh, okay. So I would say when this left lane, opposing traffic, I would say when it clears, I hit the accelerator. But I don't see it clearing, like anytime. Now, if I was driving, I would have went through there. You know, if this was me driving, I would have cut through one of these cars. But you know, that's pretty dangerous. But that's me driving, so. Alright, so I'm hitting the accelerator because it was being very, very slow to turn. And it was like a million people behind us, so. Okay, that was nice. It didn't slow down too much. Yeah, that was perfect. So it's like random. I wouldn't say it's random, it's like half and half. Because sometimes I get a car that turns in front of me, right in front of me. I'm going straight like I am, the car makes a left turn. Right in front of me. Kind of like that, and it slows down really, really hard. Really, really hard.
Turn left onto Big Lake Road.
Let's see if it does it here. Yeah, that was so that was alright, but it was still really, really hard. It was pretty hard. Alright, so I see it just forgot about what it did back there before. Luckily nobody's in this lane. But yeah, it just said I'm gonna get over at my leisure. You know, when I want to. Hopefully that was the car seeing that there was no cars in this lane and said, okay, I'm good. Hopefully. Once it clears up, I'll hit the accelerator and make it go. It's gonna. I think it's gonna get real confused up here, but we'll see how confused it gets. I mean, I could have went right there, but okay. Okay, I guess not. Maybe. Let's see.
In 500 feet, turn left. Now turn left.
Okay. I don't know what that was, but.
Now your destination is on the left.
Alright, okay. Alright, so that's fine then. It didn't take me anywhere past that, so. Sally is here with her brothers and sisters. Not these. Not all these. I'm talking about all those over there. And it's weird, because last time I came here, it was Teslas all over the parking lot. Now it's barely any in here. So, I don't know. Most of that drive was pretty good. I think I disengaged like twice. It did most of the things that it was supposed to, but Still need some work. Still need some work. I'm about to go in here and mess with these Tesla employees. Nag them about my Cybertruck. Trying to see when my Cybertruck gonna be here. So this is Odious Lee signing out, and I will see y'all in the next video.